Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is Venus Baby Tarot, and today we're going to go ahead and give you a message from your higher self. And what does your higher self want you to know? So if you are looking for a personal session with me, you can book on my scheduler in the description box below. And if you like my content, I do hope that you like and subscribe. So let's go ahead and get into your message, Taurus. What does Taurus's higher self want them to know? You got prayer. That's really funny because I feel like I've been in a lot of prayer energy lately as a Taurus. So perseverance. You know what, Taurus? I feel like perseverance comes out for you so much. Like, it's absolutely astounding. I think that what I've seen about Taurus is your strength and your capacity to overcome and be very resilient. And I think your higher self really wants you to know that about yourself. It's just how resilient you are. And I feel like how like nothing can really stop you. Like nothing can really hold you back. Have you ever thought about a bull? Like, what happens if you try to move a bull? Like, what happens? Like, realistically, I mean, you can't. They're massive. They're massive. You know, they're strong, fierce animals, and they're huge protectors. And you're just not, like, you're not gonna move them. You're not gonna make them back down. Like, they don't back down, okay? And not only that, but I feel like, you know, they're protectors of their herd. Like, so you don't mess with a Taurus's friends, family members, loved ones, their money, their food. Like, you don't mess with that stuff, right? Like, they're ferociously, like, territorial and protective over the things that matter to them. And that's how you are, Taurus. And I feel like your higher self wants you to not forget that. You know, like, I feel like your higher self wants you to see that energy that you have whenever somebody hurts somebody you care about, be that energy for yourself. You know, if life has been giving you some blows lately, you know, if you've been getting lemons in your life, be resilient, make lemonade, be the powerful Taurus that you are, be that ferocious energy, that ferocious protector for yourself, okay? So let's see what else your higher self has for you. You have distractions, and that contact card in Celestial. Okay, I don't know if I mentioned those. Which I love the Celestial card because it kind of looks like a 4-leaf clover. And then you have Palm Destiny. So what I'm seeing with just the Oracle messages is I feel like there have been some things that have been thrown your way lately. I'm looking at the 11. It could have been just karmic stuff, right? You know, and we never really know like why we have certain karmic retributions. You know, it could be things that we did in a past life. It could be things that we've done that we don't even remember. But for me, I feel like karma is basically you just seeing the other side of it. You know, it's a balancing of the scales, right? And so there could have been some things that have happened in your life recently that you've maybe felt like, you know, what did I do to deserve these things happening? You know, is this my karma? But I feel like you're focusing your energy on that is a distraction, because I do feel like there is a higher meaning there for you with the Celestial and the Destiny card. Like you're not supposed to give your energy and your weight to these scenarios in your life or these experiences, because of the fact that they are really just distractions for you from your higher purpose. Okay. I feel like with the contact card in the prayer, I feel like your higher selves have been trying to make contact with you, and they do tend to nudge you, you know, through intuitive, just through your intuition. And you may not be listening to your intuition, or maybe you're hearing your intuition, but at the same time, you're like a little, like you're just so distracted by other things in your life that you're not doing the thing that they are trying to nudge you to do, because you just have all these other things that you feel like you have to deal with, or you have to clean up. You know, you could be in survival mode right now with that energy. And I feel like your higher self is telling you, wait, no, stop. Like, tune in, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and get your tarot messages here. Okay, so your higher self sees you in devil energy right now with the justice. They see the trials that you're in, tribulations that you're going through. Like, they see it. They see how you are bound to certain experiences, how you are bound to certain cycles, to certain ways of thinking, to negative patterns, how you are feeling held back and restricted in your life. They definitely see these challenges that you're experiencing. And like I said, they could be karmic ones because of the justice card. But I feel like they're telling you, like, make contact, okay? But we'll get into that in just a second. So you have the Six of Wands. You have the Eight of Pentacles. And then you have three cards, Page of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the Four of Wands. They're all supposed to go right there. Here, let me fix this somehow, some way. I guess we'll do that. All right, well, you know, we're making it work. I like things to be kind of even, as y'all know, but I mean, I can't, the cards are going to come out how they're going to come out. I forgot the other thing I wanted to ask about the higher self. Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember now. You got the Seven of Pentacles. You got the Six of Swords. And you've got the Empress card. Okay, the World card was trying to come out here, so we're going to take that one. The Five of Wands is also on the bottom of the deck, so I'm like, where do I put this? Okay, so I'll deal with that in just a second as I'm talking, so you don't have to sit here and watch me mess with the cards and just delay the reading. So, okay, Taurus. So, yeah, your higher self sees you in the Devil card like we just talked about. But they're wanting you to make contact with that Page of Swords. Like, they're wanting you to pray. They're wanting you to look up. They're wanting you to reach out, okay? And this could be your angels and your spirit guides as well. Like, your higher power, like, they're all wanting you to look up, okay? Like, ask for direction, invite them in to what's going on with you in your life right now, because I feel like this is a celestial experience. This is a spiritual experience. Like, this is, you know, you seeing the challenges in your way and recognizing that there is a greater force out there that is trying to help you in this situation. They're trying to unbind you. They're trying to break you free. But I am getting the sense that they're telling you, like, all you have to do is ask. Like, you have to reach out, you know, and, like, understand that there is a timing factor. You know, we don't always understand the timing. We don't always know when things are going to happen. Like, we cannot foresee that. Even as a tarot reader, like, there are times that, like, you know, something will come out for a client, and, like, to me, it's kind of like spirit guides are giving them hope that this is going to happen, but it could literally happen like 6 months down the road. And I have seen that happen even in my own personal readings that I get. Like, something will come out and it doesn't happen right away. You know, I feel like tarot is basically just a tool for many purposes, obviously, but, you know, it can be to give you hope or to give you warnings, to tell you what your advice and your energy are, and so on and so forth. But I do feel like this is a timing thing in terms of it may not happen right away for you, but this whole reading is here to tell you that your higher selves are working on it, like your spirit guides are working on it, that it is, you know, going to be, it's going to move along. It's going to get better. Okay. It's going to get better. But right now, I feel like there are some things that they want you to know, which I do feel like has a lot to do with you reaching out, with you talking to them, with you asking for help. And not just that, but like you tuning in and listening. Like really tune in, because I feel like you are just too distracted. Your mind is cloudy. You don't know which direction to go. That's a very Two of Swords energy for me too. Like you don't know which direction to go, and you're just feeling kind of stuck in your own confusion. And I feel like that's why they're telling you just like reach out, ask, and listen. Actually tune in and listen. I think a lot of us, like we'll pray or we'll look up, and then we don't wait to hear the answer, or we don't pay attention to the signs and synchronicities around us to see the answer, and and I feel like that's all part of it. Like if you want to ask, you also have to be open to receive. You don't just ask, like you really open yourself up, like, and say, like, I say this all the time. I'm like, please show me in a clear and concise way that I cannot possibly misunderstand, and so that I can get, so I can be open to receive the messages that they're trying to give me, and I don't confuse them, or I don't overlook them. Like they're clear and they're concise, and there's no way that I can misunderstand it, right? And so maybe that's something that it would be important for you to say, but I do feel like your higher self really wants you to look up. Like they want you to talk to them. They want you, and this is your spirit guides too, I'm really feeling, and your higher power, like really like looking up and saying, I need your help. I need your assistance. I need you to show me the way. And I do feel like they are going to do that. They're trying to do that. But I also feel like you're not receiving it because you're so distracted. And honestly, this distraction, it can be your job. It can be your finances with the Devil card. It can be, your bills, and you're just trying to keep up with them, and just all your responsibilities, and just feeling so weighed down and so heavy, and in survival mode, okay? And that's that Devil energy. You're just in survival mode, and I feel like that's why you're not hearing, like you're just not fully hearing and receiving what your higher selves are trying to tell you, okay? But I feel like this is how they're trying to help you. It's the Six of Wands. Like they're trying to help you be more successful. I feel like they're even trying to help you be more financially successful. They're trying to help you close out that World card, close out this chapter with this Devil, because they see it. They see you struggle. They see how bound you are to certain areas of your life, to your responsibilities, to your struggles with your finances, like, just even ill health, even obsessions that you're dealing with, or temptations that you're struggling with. Like they see that. Okay, they really do. And I feel like they're trying to bring you this balance in your life. They're trying to bring you the harmony. They're trying to bring you positive karmic retribution. But I also feel like right now, you're just kind of locked in. You're locked into that survival mode. Like you're just on autopilot. And because you're on autopilot, you're not really seeing what your higher selves are trying to do for you, which is the Six of Wands. They're trying to give you the key to unlock a new opportunity. I don't know if you can see the castle in the sky right here, but they're trying to help you unlock the key to something so much bigger, so much better for yourself. Something that could really be a dream come true, okay? And I feel like with the Eight of Pentacles, it could even be unlocking your potential in an area of life, really like switching careers, for instance, really helping you see what you have to offer in a certain area of your life that you may not have seen before. It also, I feel like, could be unlocking more finances for you, like just more stability for you with that Eight of Pentacles, right? And the Eight of Pentacles can also be about work. So, like helping you work on yourself, even like to help you, like I said, see your potential, see your greatness. Like I feel like they could be trying to help you do that. But I also feel like they're seeing your skill and what you have to offer, and they're trying to show you the way to really maximize your profit or your return on said skills, okay? Because the Four of Wands, I feel like they're trying to help you find some more stability in your life, and help you like I mean, with the Page of Wands, like help you feel more revived, help you feel more excited about life. I mean, I don't know if you guys have ever been through that like period in your life. I know I have, where like everything was exciting, everything was brand new, like you just felt so free and so liberated. And you know, and then life just does what life does and gets hard again. And it doesn't mean it's always hard, but you know, we always have challenges and curveballs that are thrown at us. That's that Five of Wands. That is just part of life. But your higher self wants you to know that you are strong enough to persevere it and to overcome it. Like, do not forget who the hell you are. Like, don't ever forget who the hell you are. You know, if anybody can overcome it, it's a Taurus. And that's facts for me. Like, I mean, I always bring it back to a bull. I'm like, look at how tough bulls are. I mean, you cannot tell me that a Taurus cannot overcome some stuff, you know? But anyway, they are trying to get you to see a different perspective, but they're also trying to help you understand that everything is in divine timing. And it doesn't always happen when we want it to happen. It's not always immediate. It's not always right away. I do feel like they want you to be patient with the process. And while you're patient with the process, you know, work on trusting and having faith in your higher selves and in your higher power. I just noticed this like cross energy right here. So if that is your faith, then that could definitely be a sign or a symbol for you. But I mean, for me, it's, you know, it's also just about like reaching that pinnacle of stability, opening up that new doorway, that new path in your life. And I do feel like they're trying to help you reach that, help you feel revived, like you're coming alive again. But it is all in divine order, and they want you to have patience, and they want you to trust the process. Trust them. They are working in your favor. Like, truly, they are working in your favor, okay? Your advice is the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you've done a lot where you're at. But, you know, in the Seven of Pentacles, like, if you'll notice, like, the traditional Rider-Waite, the person has done a lot of work, has really mastered something, but then is like leaning up on his shovel, and it looks like he's dreaming about something else, right? Like he's dreaming about a different way or a different future, like something outside of what he's already been doing. So for me, I feel like Spirit is telling you, like, you've done all that you can do in a certain area of your life. Like, you've gotten as far as you can go. You may have even reached a dead end, you know, or like you just, like there's no opportunities for growth, or there's no opportunities for development in a certain area of your life. Like, you've gone as far as you can go. And I do feel like, you know, Spirit is telling you, or your higher self is telling you, that it's okay to dream again, to start manifesting something else, to really turn your attention over to something else that might be more satisfying for you, because you do have the Six of Swords. I feel like they're trying to guide you in this direction. Do I feel like there's a little resistance? Yeah, totally. And I think it's because you're too distracted by the survival mode of it all. And because and you know, when we're in survival mode, we want to try to control our circumstances so that we can feel more secure, right? And because of that, we struggle to have trust and faith in something that is unknown territory, because, you know, we can't control everything that's going to happen. You know, it's not familiar to us. And, but I mean, when we stay in that energy, we can stay very miserable and depressed, because we're just in a constant cycle of just never ending survival mode that we just feel like we're never going to get out of. That's the Devil card, right? And I feel like Spirit or your higher selves are trying to lead you to a new way, but you're a little bit resistant, because this is what you know, like this is what you've done. And they want you to know that there is a better way. I'm not saying that that necessarily means that you're going to totally change careers, or you're going to totally move homes, or you're going to totally, you know, start a new relationship, or drop all your friends and get new ones. Like, I'm not saying that that's what that is, but I feel like they are telling you that there is like you've done all that you can do in a certain area of your life, and to stop investing your energy into it. It's time to invest your energy into other things. Other things that are going to bring you more excitement, other areas that could bring you more abundance, because you have the Empress card. And the Empress represents a new life, you know, abundant opportunities. To me, it's also like a breath of fresh air, to be honest with you. I mean, when you think about when a baby is born, like what do? They breathe their first breath of air outside of the womb. So I feel like, you know, it can be a breath of fresh air. But I mean, to me, it's also just like you having more opportunities for growth and expansion with the Empress card, because I also heavily correlate Empresses to trees and plants and flowers and that kind of thing, and like the blooming, because they, you know, you're thinking of cycles of life, right? And they blossom, they bloom, they grow, they develop, they evolve, right? And so spirit is telling you, or your higher self, sorry, but I feel like a spirit too, is telling you, it's all one, right? So anyway, is telling you, like, really invest moving your energy forward and focusing on other things, okay? Because you do have the palm of destiny here. And to me, the 4-leaf clover, I mean, you know, like, this is lucky things that are going to be occurring for you in your life. To me, I notice this 5 of Wands, like, for me, it kind of looks like the 5 of Wands, like the way the cat looks, it's almost like it's unreachable. But right here, it's like it's coming in. It's like coming into the heart of this cat, right? And so whatever may have felt out of reach, okay, before, I do feel like is going to be, or with that 18, okay, like hidden, the moon, 18 is the moon card, like hidden from your view. It is going to be coming into your conscious awareness, okay? It is going to become more attainable for you, right? And you're going to be feeling more lucky. You're going to be feeling like the celestial energy, like things are, like seeing the synchronicities, like things are starting to fall into place at the right time in your life, right? I feel like your higher self just wants you to continue to persevere. But perseverance, I feel like for you, they're not telling you just keep, you know, being on the grind in the same patterns and the same ways of thinking, and just keep trying to, you know, overcome this battle over and over and over and over again. No, I feel like they're trying to get you out of that way of thinking, out of that pattern, closing out that chapter of feeling like you're completely self-reliant, and start leaning more into the energy of allowing your higher selves, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your higher power to work with you, to create with you. Like, you're not alone in this. Like, for me, the devil energy is very lonely, you know, very lonely. And, you know, when you think about the devil, you think about hell, right? And that's like misery loves company. And everybody, you know, in that depiction is lost and lonely. They're empty. And then when you think about, you know, like conversely with the higher, you know, with the heavens, you're thinking about like unity and expansion and one love and all of that, right? So you've been in this energy of feeling like you have to do everything alone, and you've been stuck in a constant cycle of repeat of survival mode. And I feel like your higher self is trying to get you to pray, to look up, to, you know, make contact with your higher selves, with your spirit guides, your guardian angels. Really be open to receive the messages. Start keeping yourself open to see the synchronicities of the universe, to really trust your intuition, to tune in. All of that wonderful stuff, okay? Because it's time to close out this cycle. I think that you've done all that you can do in a certain area of your life. That doesn't necessarily mean that area of your life is closing out. It just means the way that you're showing up is closing out. For some of you, it does mean that you're completely like just, you know, scrapping everything and starting from scratch. And that's totally okay too, but that's not going to be everybody's story. But I am seeing a lot with this Empress, Destiny, Celestial, a lot of, you know, expansion coming your way. And you are going to persevere, as in you are going to overcome a cycle in your life and step into a new way of being. For me, like, this individual has what looks like a higher self, to be honest with you. I mean, it kind of looks like a higher, because this person looks very ethereal. And like, this individual is like releasing the coat of armor. You know what I mean? Like, the coat of protection, and what is survival mode, but just cycles of self-protection. Like, we're always trying to protect ourselves from feeling, you know, uncomfortable in some capacity. And so I feel like, you know, this individual is letting this ethereal person, higher self, help them. Okay. And shedding, the need to, be in survival mode and be in self-protection and just stay stuck in old familiar patterns that are just negatively impacting this individual, because she looks sad. She looks down. She looks depressed. Just done, right? But I do feel like there is a bit of liberty that I'm feeling from that energy as well. I am seeing, though, one thing that she's kind of got her hand back a little bit. And you know how, like, you let go and you let God, right? Or you let go and you let the universe or spirit, whatever. But sometimes you want to grab it back and you want to take control again. Well, why do we do that? We do that because, we want to feel comfortable, because we're afraid. We're afraid of the unknown, right? And so it's okay to sometimes want to it's okay to sometimes shift back into trying to do everything on your own. But I feel like your higher selves are trying to really get you to see that, the best way, the most peaceful and serene way for you is to lean in. Really lean into allowing the universe to work for you and to help you and to be there for you and to support you. You're not alone in this, okay? And sometimes that support is going to come through people in your life. Sometimes it's going to come through your animals or your pets. Sometimes it's going to come through random strangers, okay? Sometimes it's just going to come from that just feeling of peace and serenity that you get when you feel like you're in the presence of your higher power. Whatever it is, I feel like Spirit wants you to know, or your higher selves want you to know, that you're not in this alone. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to be in survival mode. You don't have to be on the grind all the time. You don't have to run yourself into the ground. You don't have to stay in these constant survival mode patterns and cycles of self-protection and just doing this, rinse, recycle, repeat over and over and over again. You don't have to do that. Like, you can feel more liberated and feel more free and be in a more spiritual energy, be in more alignment with your destiny, be in more abundance, see more growth and expansion. I think that realistically, you just need to allow yourself to make contact, to tune in, and to start learning to trust more, have a little bit more faith, and maybe even being a little bit more patient. Which I'm over here like, that's hard, right? That can be really hard sometimes. So anyway, let's get your closing oracle message, Taurus. Yeah, you're clearing out the past. You're clearing out the old energies. You are like, you're clearing yourself from the devil energies. That's what's happening. That's what your higher self is trying to help you do. I dropped a card. You have expansiveness. See what I'm talking about? Like the Empress, the Destiny, so like expansiveness. Like you are leaning more into that expansion, right? Like this individual trusting this ethereal figure, right? Like this spirit guide is helping her lean into more expansiveness, right? Expansion. Like seriously, this is amazing. You had right action on the bottom of the deck. So like this is the right action that you will take to trust your intuition, to really lean in, to make contact with your higher selves, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your higher power, whatever, like all of the above. And learn to, or not learn to, but, start to trust your intuitive nudges and believe that that's them, that's your higher selves, your spirit team telling you this is the way. Like we're trying to show you the way, and also paying attention to these synchronicities in your environment and the intuitive nudges that you're getting from that, because that is the path to expansion that you will be receiving. So that is what I have for you, my lovely Taurians, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.